Hello, it's Kim from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for August 4th through August 10th, 2019. And we have another exciting week coming, astrologically and astronomically. We have the Lionsgate portal on August 8th, and the Perseid meteor showers are going in full force. And if you live in North America, it looks like the weekend coming up next will be perfect for the view of the peak. You can read about it in my companion blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. And I have our newest pup here with me today. She was a rescue. She's a little schnoodle. Her name is Bailey. Bailey Werner, but we've been calling her Bailey Baby Schnoodle Brown to match with our beagle, Barley Baby Beagle Brown. And then, my psychic cat over there, the Pisces, she's sleeping. But this one, she should probably be intuitive too, because she's a Cancer. Yeah, so you're going to be intuitive too. You're going to help me pick cards when you grow up. Anyway, let's see if she's a good girl. Today I'm using Colette Baron Reed's Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Go ahead, get down. I'm going to pull a card from my little black bag. I'm going to do a reading for the collective. So there may be a message for one of you out there. You'll have to pay attention to see if the reading resonates with you. This is something I'm going to do, and also maybe channel some messages for some of you. We'll see how it goes. Getting froggy in my throat, so I will be drinking my green tea. Sorry about that. So I did post the August horoscopes for each sign. I wrote an extensive blog and also did a video last week for the August astronomy and the August astrology. And I'm really excited about the Perseids. I'm going to take a nap after this so that I could go out and watch them in the middle of the night again, because it's perfect. I'm going to do a fire pit. I'm going to set up my lounge chair and hopefully catch some. It's expected that we should see 120 meteors per hour. That's worth waking up for in the middle of the night, if you ask me. Just my opinion. Okay. And the card that we have from the little black bag is Fate. Keep the hope. This is about having faith that everything works out. This is about having faith in your beliefs. I think this is perfect. We are coming into new energy. We've entered into that new energy. All of you should be feeling it. If you're not, then I don't know. I do write in the blog this week about not everyone is meant to experience, because you still have some lessons to go through. Not everybody is expected to be on the same level. So different things are happening to different people. A huge part of the collective, they are ascending. That's what this Lionsgate portal is. It's going to be a huge energy download, ideas, awakenings, epiphanies, aha moments. They may not happen right away, but if you remain open and you keep your heart open, get that energy download, maybe through dreams. You'll be looking for the signs. Keeping your eyes, your ears, and your hearts open, anything could happen. I'm using citrine this week. There's 2 different forms, because I really feel it is the epitome of the sun, the epitome of the sun in Leo. I hope that you're all feeling good. I really do. Excuse me. Froggy throat. I did not pull the cards for the week, So I'm going to do that right now. I guess maybe I should pan down, but I have my light set up on the top of my recording device right there. And therefore, if I pan down, it will mess that up. All right. First card for the coming week, it's the Eagle King, the big picture, angelic help. It's also card number 12. And as I'm recording this, it is, I think the sun just moved into 12 degrees Leo. Yesterday it was at its master sign, its master degree of 11, which is all about integrity. It's about being authentic, trustworthy, honest. And I think if we can all step into that integrity, that's who may benefit from this Lionsgate portal. But this Eagle King, this says the big picture and angelic help. I think that is the epitome of the Lionsgate portal. So what is the Lionsgate portal? If you're aware with any constellations in the sky, Orion, which is one of the most recognized constellations in the sky, he has these 3 stars in his belt. Orion, I think, is my favorite constellation. So those 3 stars line up with the 3 pyramids in Egypt, most specifically the Giza pyramid. So the star Sirius is right below those 3 stars in Orion's belt, right below the Orion constellation, and they line up with the star Sirius, which is our brightest star in the sky. And then in turn, it is lining directly up with the next constellation of Leo, with Leo's brightest star of Regulus. And then they are directed right down to the earth, to the Giza pyramid, to the 3 pyramids. I do give you a visual in the companion blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. So go check that out because I do post some pictures. I also posted where to look for the Perseid meteor shower. But this bigger picture, this is about seeing the bigger picture of all of your situations. If you're so uber focused on what is going on granularly, then you're not opening up to that bigger picture, which would then provide you with some really good solutions, probably. Okay, I see another card that I would like to pick, and it's stuck to a card, so maybe do I read both of them? What is this stuck with? I do use these little gel things to stick crystals to the cards, so that's probably what happened. But just for good measure, I'm going to use both of them. So number 24. That's really important because if you read last week's blog, I don't know, I don't think it was the Weekly Wisdom, maybe. The Weekly Wisdom was the August astronomy and astrology, but 24 is playing a huge role this year in all of our lives. It nets to a 6, and so I do talk about that a lot. That is about opening up, opening our hearts up to love and compassion and kindness, opening up to new ideas, opening up to new possibilities. And the map maker of destiny is saying just that. This Lionsgate portal changes our current fate, the current track that we're on. So even if like this whole year has been total crap, even if the past years have been total crap, we get a chance to shift fate during the Lionsgate portal. This says authentic purpose, which to me is integrity, inspiration, and free will. I think that is the Lionsgate portal. That is this energy that we have going on this month, for sure. And then this is what was stuck to it. It's the hungry ghost, number 14. 14 is playing a huge role too. Because Jupiter will be going direct next week. And I'll talk a little bit more about that maybe, because it's aligned with the galactic center. So Jupiter's going direct in Sagittarius at 14 degrees. It will be at 14 degrees the entire rest of the month at least. And so that energetic value is definitely playing a part. The hungry ghost, well, without even reading the little writing yet, I go back to those goblins. So if you've been watching the weekly wisdom or reading the blogs or seeing my posts on Facebook and Instagram, the hungry ghosts are like goblins. They feed on our fears, they feed on our worries. So when we are in fear or when we are worrying, they just gobble that up, and then it helps them grow. It nourishes the hungry ghosts. That's lower, darker, negative energy. And I do talk about this week in my blog that not everybody works for the light. Not everybody is meant to be of the light. Not everybody is meant to ascend, because some people, some souls, chose when they came here, or before they came here on this earthly plane, they chose to be an agent for the dark. They chose to be of that lower negative vibration. And that's to serve a purpose, not only to balance out the world, to stay with the law, the universal law of balance. However, it also teaches people that should be on the path of the light. It shows us, a different side that we don't want to be on. So, everybody serves a purpose. Everybody has a place here, even that lower, negative, darker vibration. I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to glamorize anything, but there's been a lot of things horrible going on in the world, especially most recently in the United States. And it's sad, but those things that happen bring people together for the purpose of working in the light. So these hungry ghosts, it says obsessions, scarcity consciousness, that's like a lack mentality, and attachment. So this is saying addictions, that's part of goblins. Attachments, things that you are overly attached to. We own nothing. Nothing belongs to us. Truthfully, it doesn't. The only thing we have really is ourselves. Obsessions, becoming obsessed with people, with certain causes, that could also turn into a hungry ghost for a lot of people. There's a fine line. I'm definitely going to write about this one this coming week. I don't know how many cards I'm pulling, so I'm going to be selective in which I post on Facebook and Instagram on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll see how that turns out. Let's see. So that will be that for right now. I would like to pull a goddess card, and then I'm going to read for all of you. I will pan down for that. So we'll see what we get. I know that I'm picking up, kept getting a message about a large black, very loud truck, diesel truck, super annoying someone down to the core. If you find that you're becoming very noise sensitive, so to speak, that's part of an awakening, a waking up. Anybody that has a hard time with very loud noises, power tools outside, horns honking, loud diesel trucks, that's a sign, that you need that quiet, you need that meditative space for yourself. It's part of the ascension and awakening symptoms. All right, so the goddess that wants to come out is Isis, past life. So that's pretty amazing. This situation involves your past life memories. So I think that's what the card reading, I guess maybe I'm going to do, is about. So we're going to just keep that off to the side. I think that was a sign for me. Now, I'm going to pause this briefly. I'm going to try and pan down without destroying my lighting, which I think is going to happen just the same. All right, let's pan down to here. Please work. Nope, that's not going to work. Let's see if I can get some light. Let's see if I can get some light over here. You'll be able to see how dirty my table is. At least I can. I thought I cleaned it. I'm using my oldest deck. It was my very first deck that I've ever had, that I was ever given. We're going to do a past life reading for someone. So if this resonates with someone out there, could resonate with several people, I really would love you to comment and let me know. Let me know if you like this. I'm always picking up a Frank. There's always a Frank hanging around me. I don't know who he belongs to, but he is tall. He does have dark hair. He's very quiet. I think he was a smoker and definitely a drinker. Very clean cut, clean shaven. Almost reminds me of somebody from like the 1950s or 60s. Just sitting very in an observant mode. All right. Just going to pull the first 10 cards. I hope you can see these. All right. All right, so here we have, now I just want to let you know, for anybody that reads tarot cards, your interpretation may be different than mine. I don't always follow an exact book interpretation. I go with what I am picking up. So what I'm seeing is, and this could be current, this could be past life, someone that is not able to manage things very well in their space and time. So, you know what, I'm going to come back up so I can do the reading up here. I'm going to refix the lighting situation so you can see me. And I'm going to hold these up. So I have the Two of Pentacles reversed, and this is someone that isn't able to really manage their life very well. Things are chaotic. Between work and home, maybe work, home, school, there's too many things going on, too many projects that are happening. You're not able to manage all of it. So I feel that you're going to have to get rid of one of these things. The next card that is coming up is the Hierophant in this story. So unable to manage things, I think that you're going to have to seek some wise counsel. If this is for somebody that is trying to juggle work, school, home, definitely go speak to your administrator, your counselor. If this is a work-home situation, you may want to speak to somebody, your boss or somebody in HR, somebody that could maybe lighten up your load. Maybe you want to lighten up your hours. I'm just seeing that, you know, things aren't going that well. The wheel is turned upside down right now, but I also want to point out that the wheel is always spinning, and it won't stay upside down for long. The wheel is constantly spinning. So if you're going through a bad time, I want you to, look at the higher perspective, the bigger picture, like in the card that I pulled, the Eagle King this week, and realize that things will turn around. Although I do see you're leaving a situation because you're just not satisfied, or you feel that you are shunned. You feel that you are locked out. You feel that there is no way out but to escape, to leave, to quit. And it's definitely a throwing in of the towel. There will be much pain and despair over this. I'm also picking up love relationships. They could be breaking up during this time. So this may not just be a work home school thing. This could be love relationships. These are people that thought that they were in love, and now they're leaving the situation. This is a highly emotional time because the waters of emotion are showing. And then I am coming up with the Nine of Swords, and this is pain and despair, but it's all mental pain and despair. So not only is the heart broken, the emotional waters, but this is also a mental, unclear, unsure of what to do, what direction to go in. Did I make the right choice? So yeah, but you know what also too, whenever I see this Nine of Swords with the mental pain and anguish, this is saying that you probably need to seek professional therapeutic help mentally, because you are not able to deal with the situation on your own, even though you think that you may be able to. I'm going to go back to that Hierophant, where wise counsel is needed and required. This is, a spiritual leader. This could be a therapist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a counselor of some sort, someone who has higher wisdom that could see the bigger picture, a tarot reader even. And you saw me just lay the cards out, so it wasn't like I picked that for myself. Once you get through this period, options are opening up. I think that with this Lionsgate portal and the upcoming full moon, many options, too many options could be opening up. Now, I want to caution that if you already have too much going on, you want to be really careful of what, how many more things are you going to be bringing on, putting onto your plate. This is also a card of the dreamer. Whenever I see this, this is the Seven of Cups. Cups are love. They are part of the emotion. And there are so many choices that you're wanting to make, so many ideas coming in after this Lionsgate portal. You may be overwhelmed. I kind of feel that way. I've been feeling that way for several weeks. I feel like there's a flood of information coming in that I just can't seem to get a grasp of and write everything down fast enough. So I'm only getting bits and pieces of good juicy stuff, but really good creative ideas could be coming to many of us after this Lionsgate portal that could possibly launch us in a different direction and on a different path. So let's see what else we may have. All right. For some, not so great message. What I'm picking up, there are endings coming this month, and this message burns through the heart of someone. Trying to think. It comes by way of overhearing something, or getting an email or a text message instead of like a proper phone call. so to speak, and that could be where that burning anger might come from. And so I just want to let you know that there is someone out there that is going to get some news that is not super positive, and I'm sorry for that. We do have mental clarity, new beginnings of mental clarity coming our way. Now, this Ace of Swords, it's a double-edged sword. I always say that. We do have a lot of swords coming up in this reading. You know, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords, now this. This is new beginnings. Communications definitely are improving. Mercury is direct. We are still in the shadow period. Mercury needs to... Oh, maybe are we out of the shadow period? Oh, you know what? I don't know. I just had an unclear thought. But Mercury needs to get back to Leo at 4 degrees to where he started before he went retrograde. So we are a little foggy. But in the coming weeks, within about a week and a half, we should start to get clearer. But this double-edged sword, this is saying you can use the sword for good or you can use the sword for evil. The sword being your mind and your words and your thoughts. So you can use those for good or you can use them for evil. And you get to choose. You going to be of the light or are you going to be of, that darker energy? Financial situations improve. Someone comes through with money that, you need to borrow, or found money comes through. This is the benevolence of someone. This could be you coming into some money and being able to be benevolent with it. I think this Lionsgate portal opens this up. So financial situations will definitely improve. I also see this benevolent person holds a scale in his hands. He's weighing and judging every situation. This is saying to me that we have to be cautious of who we weigh and judge in our minds, and just be generous and kind and compassionate all of the time. And when you can do that, then you will find that prosperity will find you. That's where I was going with that. Also, a grateful attitude always makes us feel more prosperous than maybe we are perceived on the outside. I see a victory coming. Definitely, whoever is trying to win a situation, you're fighting for something. I see your name in lights. You're getting the recognition that you want. You're winning. Maybe your article got published. Maybe you got that job, or maybe your idea is being spotlighted, on some really great publication, or by some influencer on social media. This is definitely getting out into the spotlight, being victorious, getting your name out there as well, and showing the world who you are and what you have to offer. Times of celebration are upon us for sure, but I want to caution, be very, very mindful of overindulgence. And it's great to have fun. This is about this month of August is about getting together with your friends and celebrating with family, trying to just enjoy these days, the dog days of summer, so to speak. And the dog days of summer are called that because of Canis Minor and the star Sirius lined up with the dogs. Well, Sirius is the dog star. What am I talking about? Sirius is the dog star, and that is part of that Lionsgate portal. But big celebrations are underway, and that is over top of this Nine of Swords card. So whatever decision you make, it will be the right one. So don't wrestle too much and worry if you made the right decision, because you will celebrate about that. And then the final card, it's Judgment. And this immediately makes me think of Archangel Gabriel with his trumpeting horn saying, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." This is a time of joy and enlightenment. This is saying, hear the call. Pay attention to the signs, because someone from the other side is really trying to get a hold of you. So I have an Anne, A-N-N-E, not an A-N-N, A-N-N-E, that is coming through saying, I'm going to be sending you a sign. Frank doesn't, he's just sitting back in observance. I don't know who he belongs to. Everybody that I've been reading lately, I've been asking, and nobody knows. I see him wearing a blue shirt and plaid pants, and he's sitting with his leg over top of his other leg, just kind of like sitting like that. Very dark, kind of slicked back hair. He's a man in his, I want to say late 40s, early 50s. I don't really see any graying, but he may have dyed his hair. Piercing dark eyes and eyebrows. He's actually quite handsome. He's not saying much. He wears really nice shoes too. Very well taken care of, very well clean cut. And hopefully maybe Frank will give me some more information that I can get out to all of you. But if you know Anne or Frank, if any of this resonated with you, please let me know. Comment me here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I'll be sure to reply. Let me know how you liked this reading for the collective, because I enjoyed it, and I think I would like to do more of that. Okay, so that's all I have for you this week. Be sure to check out the companion blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. I will post these cards on Facebook and Instagram Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Happy Lionsgate portal. Also, Venus is lining up with the sun, so we should start to feel the love. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. And, check me out. Subscribe, like, comment, and let me know how you like the new office setup. This is where I will be recording going forward, so that it gives my family the kitchen back. I'll try to spruce this up. I think it'll be better when I record at nighttime, because then I won't have that glare behind me. All right, until next week. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you will ever know. Bailey just grunted. All right, so long. Bye.